The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Well, hello everyone. This is Laurie Keith with Romantic Planet Vacations, and thank you for attending our Destination Weddings and Honeymoons webinar in Jamaica. I'm here with Emma Bowers from Jamaica Tourist Board, and we'll get started right away. Just to let you know, if you have any questions, please do save them for the end of the presentation, and you can either use the questions box or the chat box on the panel on the right-hand side of the webinar, or I will also unmute everybody and you can ask questions as well verbally. Okay, let's get started. So we'll just start off with telling you a little bit about Romantic Planet Vacations. We opened up in 2004 and we're Canada's first nationwide specialist in honeymoons and destination weddings. We have assisted over 5,000 couples with their travel arrangements, and we have inspected over 400 resorts in the past 5 years. I know it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. 100% of our past customers surveyed say they would book with us again. We charge absolutely no service fees for group bookings, and we have complimentary wedding website and e-flyers for all wedding groups. We're the only travel company in Canada to offer a complimentary online booking for your wedding group 24/7. 97% of brides and grooms who book with us do receive a complimentary room upgrade at the resort. And we have personal relationships with over 200 wedding coordinators worldwide. We are a small company. We're based in Calgary, and we have a big heart. We do serve brides and grooms and their families and friends all across Canada. So I'd like to introduce you to our travel partner and friend, Emma Bowers. She's a Business Development Manager for Western Canada for the Jamaica Tourist Board. Hi, Emma.
Hi, Laurie. Well, good morning, good afternoon to everyone. I'm very excited to be hosting today's webinar with Romantic Planet. They truly are a great travel agency, and when you're looking for someone that specializes in doing your destination wedding or your honeymoon, they're a perfect choice for you. We have a great partnership with them. So let's get started. I'm very excited to tell you about why you should get married in Jamaica, or why you should plan your honeymoon. So let's get going here. Give me 2 seconds here. I'm just having a technical issue. Sorry, my computer appears to have just completely disappeared on me, so I'm not able to see the presentation at the moment. Give me 2 seconds, and I'll try and get it back.
No worries. I can see right now the shot of a beach in Jamaica on your computer there. Looks pretty good.
It looks like it's showing my, my desktop and not the presentation.
Oh.
Well, what I can do is I can pull up a copy of the presentation that I have saved on my computer, and we can use that one as we get going. So give me 2 seconds here to load it, and that will probably be the quickest way to get going.
No problem.
Well, I hope everybody can see that.
Yeah, it looks good to me.
Perfect. Well, let's get going then. So sorry about that. I know your time is valuable. So why you should say I do in Jamaica? There's so many reasons. It's the home to reggae music, rum, Blue Mountain coffee, beautiful lush mountains, rainforests, tumbling waterfalls. I can just go on and on and on, but you get the point. Jamaica is a beautiful backdrop for any wedding or honeymoon. And believe it or not, Jamaica and Vegas have a lot of things in common. Vegas may claim to be the birthplace of the quickie getaway wedding, but Jamaica adopted the practice early on and raised the stakes by offering couples sinfully romantic ceremony spots on our beautiful island. And Jamaica really is home to one of the easiest weddings to plan. And where is Jamaica? Jamaica is located in the Caribbean. It is the third largest English-speaking island, which makes it great when you're planning a destination wedding as you don't have a language barrier. It is just south of Cuba and next door to Haiti and the Dominican Republic. It's a very easy island to get to. We offer nonstop flights from coast to coast, so it doesn't matter if you're in Victoria, BC, or Moncton, New Brunswick. We can definitely get you to Jamaica with ease. And all of our travel partners do fly to Jamaica. And Romantic Planet, they do work with all of the different tour operators to ensure that you will get the best holiday and the best vacation for your wedding. So they are partnered very closely with the main tour operators in Canada. It's very easy to get into Jamaica, and it's very important that you make sure that you do have your documents and that you advise your guests that are coming to your wedding what it is that they require. So coming in as a Canadian, we do require you to have a passport, and this is required by the Canadian government, as you do need a passport to re-enter Canada after leaving Jamaica. You can try and pull the quickie, well, I didn't bring my passport, so yay, I can't go home to Canada, but unfortunately Canadian Customs, they don't like that very much. And if you are not a Canadian citizen, you do have to hold your PR card plus your proof of citizenship. So there are so many places to say I do in Jamaica and so many places to have that dream honeymoon. All of the different resort areas are very different. The main resort areas tend to be Negril, Montego Bay, and Ocho Rios. And all three of these destinations are very, very different. So it's very careful for you to pick the correct one for yourself and for the people coming in mind. So starting with Negril, if you have that dream of that beautiful wedding on the beach at sunset, you want your wedding to be laid back, casual, Negril is a great place to go to. It is home to the world-famous 7 Mile Beach, and that is 7 miles of beautiful, beautiful beach. The area of Negril is very laid back and it's very casual. So if you're looking to have a lot of activity, Negril might not be the best place to go. However, if you want that beautiful beach with those beautiful pictures at sunset, Negril is a great place to go. The next place is Montego Bay. And Montego Bay, it's very vibrant. It's got a great energy about it. And there's lots to see and do. It really is the heartbeat of the tourist areas. It's a great place if you are just coming in for, say, a weekend and you're just doing a 4-day wedding, as you'll arrive into Montego Bay and then you don't have to transfer too far to your hotel. And with Montego Bay, if you are looking for some good nightlife, you're looking for some great golfing to do with your wedding group, Montego Bay is a great choice. And the last main tourist area is Ocho Rios. And Ocho Rios is about an hour and a half away from Montego Bay, and this is probably one of the most popular places for destination weddings. Ocho Rios has a beautiful backdrop. It is home to the world-famous Blue Mountain, so you have beautiful lush gardens. You've got all the foliage and the trees and the palms that are on the mountain, and then you do have some great beaches as well. So it's very lush and very green. But what makes Ocho Rios so popular for a destination wedding is the fact that it offers so many different activities. So when you're planning your wedding, you really want to keep your guests in mind. And by picking Ocho Rios, you'll be able to give them the option of doing lots of attractions in addition to attending your wedding. With some of the attractions in this area, it is home to world-famous Dunn's River Falls, which is the famous waterfall that you will climb up. You'll hold hands with whoever you're with, and you will snake your way up to the top of the mountain. It also has a great town, so for your guests and yourself, if you want to go and do some shopping and take in the sights, Ocho Rios is a great place to head to go and do that. So when you're planning your wedding or your honeymoon, you really want to be careful about the resort that you pick. There's so many different hotels that you can choose from, and Romantic Planet, they'll be able to help you choose the correct resort for yourself and if you are bringing people down with you. In Jamaica, we have tons of accommodation to choose from. You can do your typical all-inclusive resort, which will include all your meals, all your drinks, and a lot of the activity and entertainment at the resort. If you want to splash out and really indulge, we do have a very good variety of very high-end luxurious resorts. Or perhaps you're thinking of bringing a big group of people down and you want to take over an entire resort. We do have lots of small and intimate hotels, inns and villas, so you really can be the star of your own wedding, and you'll be the star and take over an entire resort. And a lot of the hotels, they love honeymooners. Jamaica is so romantic, so make sure you use that honeymoon card. You say, we just got married, and the hotels will offer a few things like free upgrades. You may get a free fruit basket in your room upon arrival, and this way you will get the full VIP treatment on your honeymoon. A lot of the hotels do offer different types of wedding packages, and Romantic Planet, they'll be able to give you all the information for the free weddings, but a lot of the hotels will do that. And a lot of the hotels will also have different wedding packages for you to choose from. So if you're just looking for a very simple, quick way to say your I do's, and you don't want anything fancy, you can do that. But if you want to have the full bells and whistles where you have your cake, you have a private dinner, there are wedding packages for you to choose from there. And it really is, Romantic Planet can hook you up with the type of resort and the type of wedding that it is that you're looking for. So saying I do in Jamaica, you are going to be saying your I do's, but you're planning a destination wedding because you want to do attractions and activities as well. So when you are doing your wedding, a couple of things you can do. You can have your stagette and he can have his stag and destination, or you can also arrange a group activity for everyone. Perhaps you want to climb Dunn's River Falls as a group, or do the Jamaican bobsled known as Mystic Mountain. And Romantic Planet will be able to coordinate any group activity for you. We do have over 160 different types of attractions in Jamaica, so your friends and family are going to have a lot of things to see and do whilst they're in Jamaica. Just to give you a couple of ideas of some of the attractions you're seeing on the screen, is we do have the horseback ride and swim where you can take the horses out. You can also swim with the dolphins. We have water parks to go to, as well as a lot of natural and historic sites to take in as well. Montego Bay and the Falmouth area, as I mentioned before, it's great if you are looking for a vibrant area to stay, but you don't always have to get married at a resort. If you are looking at getting married off property, a couple of the places you might want to look at in Montego Bay is we do have the aqueduct. As you can see on the middle of the screen where the white chairs are set out, it's set out beautifully on the ocean, and that's in the heart of Montego Bay. So you can stay at your resort and they would quite happily do your vows there. We also have some beautiful historical sites, as you can see up in the top corner. That is Rose Hall Great House, and it's an old house. It's got a very wicked and dark story to it. However, it's a beautiful backdrop for any wedding. So keep some of those sites in mind if you are considering Montego Bay. As well, if you are looking at getting married in a chapel, one of the hotels, Sandals Montego Bay, they do have their own on-site wedding chapel. So if you want to get married in destination, but you do want to keep the religious part of your ceremony and honor in a house of worship, Sandals does have that for you. Negril and the Lucy area, again, this is where you want to go if you are looking for the most romantic beach pictures. Here, there's beautiful areas where you can go along the beach. It also has its cliffs and caves area, which is in the west end. And as you can see in the middle of the screen, they do have caves there, so you can get married on top of a cliff if you would like. In the Ocho Rios and Runaway Bay area, there's a lot of sites here if you are looking at getting married off-site, or if you just want to go up and have some pictures taken outside of your resort. One of the popular places is down at the bottom. You can see the bride and groom in front of the waterfall. That area is called the Ruins, and they do have their own waterfall there, and they can do their ceremony in front of the waterfall, and then they can also host your reception dinner after. They have a full restaurant and that they can close it down. And if that is something you are interested in, Romantic Planet would be able to do all the coordination to get that set up for you. As well, Ocho Rios has some beautiful gardens, so if you do want some very tropical foliage and gardens, Coyoba Gardens and Shaw Park are very popular places to head up to as well. And again, if you are looking at getting married in a proper chapel at a resort, one of the hotels, Breeze's Runaway Bay, they do offer a full chapel on site. And as I mentioned earlier, there are so many hotels in which you can get married at. And these are just a few of the popular choices. Riu, Grand Palladium, Secrets, Iberostar, Super Club, Sandals, Sunset, Half Moon. There are a good variety of hotels, very romantic, and these hotels really do cater towards group wedding travel. So they have lots of rooms so you can bring your groups down, and these hotels really have perfected doing the destination weddings. And most of these hotels will offer free wedding packages. I know Riu, they do offer a free wedding package. Sandals, they do weddings by Martha Stewart. Couples Resorts, they do have some free wedding packages to choose from. And the list just keeps going on and on. But these are some great choices. So now I'm going to tell you the benefits of saying I do in Jamaica. You might be thinking now, well, okay, I'm ready to do it. Let's go for it. So here are some of the benefits. So the number 5 reason is you will save money. It's very affordable to do a wedding in Jamaica. You save thousands of dollars compared to what you would be doing at home. All you really need to pay for is your trip to get there, your accommodation, and if you are choosing to do a wedding package. So it's very, very affordable, and it's very affordable for your guests that are coming too. Not only do they get to come to your wedding, but they will get a vacation at the same time. One of the number 4 reasons is it's very easy to get married in Jamaica. You don't have to deal with meeting with the hall, meeting with your caterer, meeting with your florist, doing this and spending all of your time planning your wedding. You just get to enjoy going to Jamaica. So very, very easy. Getting married in Jamaica, if you're getting married at the resort, once you arrive in destination, you will meet the wedding coordinator, and she will sit down with you, and that's when you will pick where you want to say your vows. Do you want to do it at the beach gazebo, on the beach? Do you want to do it in the garden? And just doing the finalizing of the last-minute plans for you. It's very easy. Jamaica is an English-speaking destination, so you don't have a language barrier when you are dealing with the wedding coordinator prior to saying your I do's. And as well, you will have your romantic agent at Romantic Planet who can take care of all of the travel arrangements for you. The number 3 reason of saying I do is Jamaica has near perfect weather. The average temperature is about 28 degrees every day, although we do get a little bit of rain. We refer to that as liquid sunshine. But the rain usually comes and goes as quickly as quickly as that. So it's over before it even really starts. So you will most likely be guaranteed those beautiful vows with the beautiful blue sea and the blue ocean. And the number 2 reason, Jamaica is so much fun. Having a destination wedding is the way to go. You'll be, instead of having one day with your friends and family, you're going to have 7 or 14 full days where you're doing everything from all your activities, lounging around the pool, going to the spa. You don't need to worry about setting up the hall the night before. It's all about having some fun. And the number 1 reason why you should say, I do in Jamaica, is a Jamaican wedding is very, very romantic. Jamaicans are all about romance. They're all about love, and they're all about family. So it really is going to be that romantic wedding that you dream of. The backdrop, as I mentioned before, is stunning. You get the beautiful ocean, you get the beautiful white sand, you get the beautiful lushness. I can just go on, but if you are looking at having your dream romantic wedding, Jamaica is the place to go to. So now let's get down to the nitty-gritty, what it is that you need to get married in Jamaica. It's very, very easy to get married. You only have to be on the island for 24 hours after arriving to legally get married. However, many of the hotels will require that you be there for 2 to 3 days. And this is so you can sit down with the wedding coordinator and plan out those last-minute details. For your documentation, you just have to have proof of citizenship, certified copy birth certificate that does include your father's name, notarized copies of both of your passports, proof of divorce or proof of widowship if applicable. All your documentation is done in English, so you don't have to translate anything. The cost for a marriage license is 4,000 Jamaican dollars, which is approximately 60 to 65 US dollars. However, most of the hotels will make these arrangements for you in getting the marriage license. And if you are doing a wedding package that is not free, chances are this will be included in the cost of that package. So very, very easy. Just to recap, no blood tests are required. You just need proof of citizenship, proof of birth, and that's pretty much it. So very, very easy. And you do need to send all your documents down 30 to 60 days prior to arriving on the island, and always send those via FedEx. And this is a copy of what your marriage license will look like. So very, very easy, very, very simple. And you will receive a copy of your marriage certificate upon the conclusion of your wedding ceremony. And then you will have 2 certified copies of the marriage certificate. Those will be sent to you by the resort, and sometimes that can take up to 2 months to get those certificates back.
And just a quick question,
Oh,
Emma.
sure, Laurie.
Once you get your Jamaica wedding documents, do you have to register them here in Canada?
Not that I'm aware of. However, I would always recommend that that is something that you check when you come home, only because things do change.
Okay.
However, getting married in Jamaica, your marriage is completely legal. So if you are saying your I do's, there's no loopholes that you can jump and run out of once you get home. That is a legal binding document, and your marriage is recognized in Canada.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Not a problem. So for your Jamaican minister, Jamaicans are quite religious, and doing your wedding in Jamaica, we want to ensure that you can say your vows with your religion in mind. So on island with your Jamaican minister, he is non-denominational in your wedding ceremony and your vows, unless a specific religious ceremony is requested. So if you are Jewish and you would like to have a rabbi, we do have a rabbi in Kingston that would be able to travel. If you were performing a Muslim or a Catholic ceremony, there are the officiants for that as well. As well, if you are traveling with your own minister or your own officiant, and he would like to participate in the ceremony, he's always welcome, but it is the Jamaican minister that has to perform the vows and do the announcement at the end. And he is the one who would also be signing the marriage license with the couple. And so it's very, very easy. And with the marriage ceremonies, the ceremonies are always conducted between the hours of 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. Those are the legal hours in which you can get married. However, each of the different resorts may have certain time slots that they use. Some will only perform 2 weddings per day, and perhaps one will be at noon and the other will be at 4. So you always have to check with the hotel to see what times are available. And just a couple of things to remember. Getting married in Jamaica is easy and legal. You do have lots of options. So whatever type of wedding you are trying to plan, we can do it in Jamaica. So if you're looking for small and intimate, big and bold, whatever you're looking for, just remember to always book your wedding date and group early. As soon as you basically say your I do's and you decide that you want to get married, it's very important that you book your wedding date. And it's important that you book your wedding date before you book your group. Because with your wedding date, that will ensure that you get the day that you want and the time that you want. And then we recommend that you book your group after. In Romantic Planet, they'll be able to guide you through all of that. Remember to leave enough time to prepare all your documents and send those documents via FedEx. And remember, the number one thing is you want to have fun with your wedding. Make sure you plan lots of fun activities for yourself. You want to not get caught up in the drama and the stress of planning that wedding, because it really is easy. There are no problems in Jamaica. No problem, man. You've heard that saying a lot. So really have fun and you can have that dream wedding. And that is the end of my presentation. So thank you for listening, and I would like to pass it back over to Laurie.
Okay, great. Thanks, Emma. That was excellent. And I just want to add just some pointers as well, what you had mentioned. Compared to other destinations, the highlights here for Jamaica, I would mention that, yes, English speaking, so that's really helpful, especially with the wedding documents. Makes it much more easier for doing all the paperwork. Also, we do have direct flights from all across Canada into Jamaica. They do, as Emma had mentioned, have the easiest marriage requirement, so just 24 hours. And they have a large variety of properties that please all budgets and interests. So thank you very much, Emma. I can already hear the steel bands, and I can taste the jerk chicken and smell the ocean breeze. I'm so eager to get back there. Okay.
I know.
So I just have a couple more slides just to wrap this up. So I'm just going to switch it back over to my screen here. All right. So I just wanted to give you some ideas of some discounted group rates to Jamaica from across Canada. For a discounted group rate, you just require a minimum of 10 adults, and these rates include everything virtually: your round-trip airfare, your airport transfers, 7 nights all-inclusive accommodations, and these rates are per adults. So for example, leaving in April, staying at the Grand Bahia Principe for $1,670 plus $276 tax. And as a group, in this case, you get every 26th passenger free. So this is a great promotion for wedding groups especially. So you can divide that between everyone in the group, or you can give that to grandma, or keep it for yourself. Another example, the Rio Ocho Rios for $1,779 plus tax, and the bonus here, every 16th passenger. The Half Moon Resort, which is quite a unique property, and they really cater to wedding groups. It is a higher end property, and this rate from Calgary is around $3,100 plus tax. Iberostar Rose Hall, $1,650 plus tax in April. From Edmonton, we have the Jamaica Couples and a Grill. This is an adults only property for around $2,000. And from Toronto, the Rio Montego Bay for $1,590 plus tax. The great things about the Rio properties as well is that they do offer probably the best complimentary passenger promotions. In this case, every 11th adult is free. Just to show you, if you haven't visited our website yet, it's www.romanticplanet.ca, and it's more than just a website. It has a lot of valuable information for you. If you click on the Destination Weddings tab, we have a lot of details here for you. As such, detailing the wedding requirements for all the variety of countries, wedding coordinator contacts for the variety of resorts as well, etc., etc. We also have listed here resorts that cater to green weddings, so they're environmentally friendly, amazing wedding gazebo pictures from all the different properties, etc. If you click on the Honeymoons section of our website, we do have an online searchable engine that you can check and compare different rates and properties and dates. We also have an online honeymoon gift registry. So this is invaluable for those who don't want a second toaster. Not only can your guests contribute dollar amounts towards your honeymoon, in any denomination, they can also contribute buying you value adds on your vacation, such as a couple's massage or a sunset cruise. So that's quite a great feature with our honeymoon gift registry. So why book with Romantic Planet Vacations? We have passion and commitment to you. We definitely have expert advice and coordination because this is what we do, honeymoons and weddings. We do offer you free wedding website and save the date e-flyers and invitations. We offer you free passengers with selected resorts. We charge no service fees once again, and we'll book your wedding date and time with the on-site wedding coordinator. We're definitely one stop for all your travel requirements. So as Emma had mentioned, all these exciting tours that you can do in Jamaica, we can book your group for that. Your stagette party, etc. We work with you and your guests with all their questions and needs, and we shop around for you so you don't have to. That's our commitment to find you the absolute lowest package price. We are most knowledgeable with the highest site inspections than any other agency. I have visited Jamaica myself a couple of times, and we greatly encourage all of our staff to do these trips so they get an idea of what product is out there so they can make the correct recommendations for you as well. And we are the honeymoons and destination wedding experts. So here's our details about how to contact us. Definitely our toll-free number. We have all of our email addresses there. We're also on MSN and Gmail chat. And of course you can find us on Facebook and Twitter. So I'll just open up the presentation here to questions. So everybody is unmuted now. You can either, again, ask your questions on the right-hand panel by using the chat box or questions box, or just shout out your questions. Emma and I are here to answer any of your questions.
What happens if your husband has a really small penis? There you go.
All right. Doesn't look like there's any questions at the moment, but you do have our contact details there. So we greatly encourage you to contact us if you have any questions whatsoever, and we'd love to get started on quoting you and booking your honeymoon or destination wedding to Jamaica. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Laurie.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Emma.
Laurie.